Hi, Rebecca here. As you can see, I have a box from so-and-so. So-and-so is this great company in Australia. Well, I know they're a great company because I've already unwrapped this box and I'm doing a voiceover. But when I first opened this was literally my first interaction with them other than placing the order. It came packed, as you can see. Oh, cover that up. I might have my address on it. Blah, blah, yada, yada. Don't want that. Oh, no. Some ink swatching cards. Excuse me. Very sorry. I will try and edit that out. This is me counting the boxes. I know I ordered 14 full-size inks, but I've got 16 boxes, and it turns out that's because 2 of those boxes are glisten potions. I ordered 14 sample sizes, 5 milliliter samples, and there's more than 14 samples. If you see, there's 2 little boxes, little bottles were bonus inks. Bonus inks. So I struggle for a moment with the tape and then pull out the handy dandy kitchen knife. This is a glistening potion. So 2 are in boxes, and that one has a dropper top. So now that I'm embracing all things shimmer, I want to be able to add shimmer to my non-shimmering inks. I found the washi. So Wearingeul has put out a line of washi tape in the colors of some of their inks. So I had to pick up 4 of those because 3 of them I already had the inks and 1 I bought in this order. So here's a Kitty Island from Kitty Inkpot. There's Wearingeul Path, very popular ink that I have not gotten yet. There's a Fanyantan ink, one from Van Dieman's. I struggle to find the name. It is Autumn Morning. That is a Wearingeul Glisten Potion, or Luster Elixir, I think they call it. Glisten Potion, Luster Elixir, one of those. I think the dropper bottle is a Luster Elixir. These are Glisten Potions. So for personalizing inks, 2 inks from Dominant Industry, including So-and-So exclusive ink, Endless Summer Hydrangeas. I'm looking forward to swatching that. That is an ostrich ink. It's tiny, but it's there. I'm especially looking forward to that. That's a chroma shader. Another Kitty Inkpot ink from their Kitty Island season. Colorverse Brain, another older ink that I had never bothered getting around to getting. 2 new Wearingeul inks for me, new to me, and another Kitty Inkpot ink. So it's not done yet. There's color under that there pink squishy bit of tissue paper. I've never played with aerofil paper. So I got 1 blank and 2 grid notebooks. I'm a grid person. I prefer lines or grid when I'm swatching and writing. And I decided to try the Wearingeul notebooks. Wearingeul Nobile? I don't know. Anyway, notepad. This one's the pad. So for letter writing, I've already used it. It took ink really well and showed off the properties nicely. And there it is, my large box from so-and-so.
Hi, Rebecca here. I realized that I recorded an unboxing of a large order of ink and ink samples I got from so-and-so in Australia, and then forgot to record the swatching of the inks. So I thought I should actually record the swatching of some of the inks. I won't record all of them, all of the inks, because some you've seen before in my other videos that I've been doing recently, and some are older inks that have been around for a while, so you don't need to see, like Wearingeul Path and Colorverse Brain. But some are new and special, like for example, this one. This is a So and So exclusive by Dominant Industries. It's a pearl series, so it has shimmer, and this is Endless Summer Hydrangeas. So you can see the shimmer down there, and that's a glorious kind of a champagne-y, pinky. It's not gold, it's not silver. It's a soft color. Where did I put my, there it is, my sampling pen. So this is not a fountain pen. This is just a loose feed and nib. That's a fine nib inside a holder. And it allows me to write for up to a page on one dip, because you can, with dipping, you can fill the feed. But I don't use it for that. I use it for the joy of swatching. So here we are making my badly wobbly swatches. So this is a color I would normally not go for. I'm not much for blue or blurple inks. But because this is an exclusive and it looked so pretty on the website, I thought, yeah, I will go for it. Normally, the purple range I go for is the muted mauves, however you pronounce it. But the muted dusty purple pinks that are more pink than purple. So this more blue than pink ink is not really my style at all, but I'm enjoying it. So this is, let me just, you know, that was an incident waiting to happen. So this is Dominant Industry. Industry. So and So exclusive. Exclusive. Can I spell and write at the same time? Yes, I can. Endless Summer. Can I spell hydrangeas? Hydrangeas. Yay! I did it. So in a few moments that will dry and we will see what that ink looks like. But let's see if I can get a close-up. That should be better. Should be more zoomed in and you can see the ink color taking form. You can see there's a chroma shifter. It has pink and purple, which makes sense because so do hydrangeas. They have pink and purple and pink and blue. My stepmother grows green hydrangeas, which are just gorgeous, and I don't know why she chose the green ones, but they do go very, very well with her pale blue house against the background of her pale blue siding. So they make me happy every time I pull up there to visit my dad during the summer. So this next one is also by Dominant Industry, and it is called Early Spring. So again, these inks all came from So and So in Australia, and I'm excited to have found a new source of inks that I can get here in Canada. We don't have a lot of places that carry a wide variety of inks, so I can get some Dominant Industry inks in Canada, but not all of the ones I've been looking for. So when I found So and So with their, oh, there's the dryer, with their wide variety of ink brands that I hadn't explored before, I was very excited. So like I said, it was a big shop. Well, you'll have seen the unboxing by now. Big, big shop. And I will admit, there's another order coming. So some of these samples that I swatched were just so good, I knew I had to have bottles right away. So, yeah. This is a pale gray. Now, I don't normally tend towards buying gray inks. Gray is not my color happy place, but I've been enjoying it more lately, more than I used to. And I have a beautiful pen that I love putting gray inks into. So I'm just going to close that up so you don't have an accident. That is dominant. I can't leave that there. Industry, there was a dry spot. Can't have that. Industry, and this is just a regular one called Early Spring. So most of the inks I swatched today are going to be shimmering inks because I have found a few pens. Well, I've found a way to enjoy shimmer. I found a number of pens in my collection that make shimmer look good, and I am enjoying that. I've gone for years and years and years. Okay, maybe too many N years. I've gone for years without looking at shimmer inks at all because I didn't have any pens that wrote well with shimmer inks in them, but now I do. So what is next? Next, I think I will do a gold ink. So this is a Lennon toolbar ink called Miscanthus Hills, and it has gold shimmer. And you're going to hear, as I agitate the bottle, the gentle noise of some sort of small beads inside this bottle to help agitate the ink and get the shimmer into solution. So I shook a little violently, so we have bubbles. Now, the reason you're not supposed to shake that violently and get bubbles is because the bubbles get in your feed and they can actually block the flow of ink. So don't do what I do. Do not shake violently, or your ink may not work for you. This is a beautiful pale golden brown with gold shimmer, and it makes me very, very happy. So it is Lennon Toolbar, Miscanthus Hills. And I did not check to see if we were in frame. I am in frame. Yay! I will take the small wins. You know, life is a lot easier if you take small wins and let them make you happy, rather than looking for the big wins. Big wins are few and far between these days in life. Not just in my life, but in a great many people's lives. So, small wins. Yeah, let them make you happy. Let them make you smile. Get a little bit of joy out of the small wins. So this one is a Van Dieman's ink in the Tasmania line, and it is called Autumn Morning. And it is as orange as you can get. So it has gold shimmer, a lot of it. It is filthy with shimmer. So I'm not going to try and get all of it into suspension. I'm going to accept like a partial load in the suspension and call it good enough, because this ink is very, very shimmery. So this is a much brighter ink than I would normally go for, color-wise, but I have a pen that is a beautiful pen, and it has a pink and orange body. So this is Van Dieman's. I believe it's a Jonathan Brooks resin. It's my, what is it called? It's a Leonardo Momento Zero Grande 2.0 and the body is called Nana Rosa, and it is hot pink and bright orange and white and silver and gold sparkly resin. So this is called Autumn Morning. I'm losing my train of thought. Sorry. Autumn Morning. And this will look so good in that pen. And you might be thinking, oh boy, she's gonna put shimmer in a piston filler. Because if you know the Momento Zero Grande 2.0, yes, they are piston fillers. And yeah, my plan is to put shimmer in it because I ordered the piston tool the last time I placed an order from Stylo and Stile, and it is on its way to me along with some new pens because September is buy all the things month for me. It just is. That's the way it works out. So I have the piston tool coming, which means I can take apart the piston filling pen that has had shimmer in it, flush the shimmer out completely, and clean the pen. So you can see how even though it is gold shimmer, you saw that on the bottom of the bottle, it registers as orange shimmer in the swatch. So what should I do next? I'll do another heavy shimmer one. This one I didn't pre-open the box because, oh my gosh, the cuteness. So this is a Journalize ink from their Starry Night series. The ink is made in Hungary, but I believe it's designed in Hong Kong. Yes, box printed in Hong Kong. So you saw how I had to undo that. Very reminiscent of 30 years ago working in a legal practice. Before I became an engineer, I worked as a legal secretary and hated every minute of it. So it was a good job straight out of high school. It really was a good job straight out of high school. But it wasn't for me. I'm a math nerd. I'm a design nerd. I like science. It was not a good job for me. It was not a good match for my personality type. And I eventually went back to university and got my degree in engineering. And now I'm retired and stay home and weave and play with inks and pens. So this shimmer on the Journalize ink is not getting into suspension very easily. But again, this is a Filthy with Shimmer one. So I'm not worried too much if I don't get much of the ink into suspension. I can hear someone out there with a weed whacker right now. As opposed to my normal shooting time, which is in the middle of the night, I am shooting this video in the middle of the afternoon. It is, oh, it's early afternoon. It is 12:57. I have been up all night because the snoring and the heavy breathing of the dogs just kept me awake. So I'm running on fumes and manic energy. Now I'm going to shake that again to try and get some shimmer for the writing portion of this swatch. This is a beautiful greeny blue, It's more blue than green. It's registering as more green on the paper. It's registering as more blue on the phone, on my iPhone. I don't know why that is. Sometimes it's weird with color. So this is Journalize. The line is Starry Night. And the ink is Starwave Meadow. And you can see as it dries, all that gold shimmer coming out. Okay, next I'm going to push this up again. I'm going to run out of space up there soon. And let's see what inks I have coming up. Wearingeul Enki. So this is very similar to Endless Summer Hydrangeas by Dominant Industry. This one has gold shimmer. The Endless Summer Hydrangeas had pink shimmer. So this one is slightly different in that the shimmer base, the shimmer color is different. And the shimmer goes into suspension really easily, unlike with the Journalize ink, where it fought me. Come on. Now I'm being fought by the lid. I need more ink than that. Lots more ink than that. I hope you can't hear the weed whacking that is going on outside. I know it's not Tom. Tom is harvesting today. It is going to be getting cooler next week. It's Sunday here right now, and next week is cooler, and at night temperatures may be going down close to zero. So he is eyeing the last few things that need harvesting in his garden and deciding what to bring in. For example, our pumpkins are not ready. They are just starting to turn color. Our butternut squash is not ready, but today he brought in the last of the peas and beans. So those plants are probably getting ripped out right now as I speak. And no, I do not help in the garden. Gardening is his hobby. This is my hobby. So he gets to spend glorious summer hours outside in the garden with the dogs and enjoying the sunshine. And I am an indoor kitty and do not like the sun. It gives me headaches. So heat and bright light are bad for me. So next up is Daddy-Long-Legs, which is a wonderful pink with gold shimmer. So the Enki, the shimmer on Enki was gold. And as is the shimmer on Daddy-Long-Legs. Now, one of the things I like about this page of color, you can't see because you can only see a little bit, but I've got a variety of different colors of ink. I've got blurple and gray and gold and orange and teal. So I'm having lots of fun with different ink bases, even though many of them are gold shimmers. They are very differently acting and differently placed gold shimmers. So this is Wearingeul Daddy-Long-Legs. One of the things that Wearingeul has done really well is they have come out with a line of, crank that lid on, a line of washi tape to match some of their inks. So they don't have them for all of their inks yet, but this is the Daddy-Long-Legs washi tape. And I picked up washi in 4 colors that I happen to have the ink for, and am very excited to be able to use it. Let's see if I can lay it down straight, no, but without getting ink everywhere, yes. Small victories. Like I say, it's about the small things. Small victories, small joys make life easier by embracing the little stuff. Make life more satisfying. Have that feeling at the end of the day like you did something good and something good happened to you. So this last ink is a Kitty Inkpot ink. It is the only non-shimmer on this page, and it is a certain soft candy. And those of you that know me will see this and go, oh yeah, that's Rebecca's color range right there. This is a corally, rusty, reddish, pinkish confection, and it shades beautifully. So I'm going to add just a little more ink so that we see some shading in the swatch. And do I have enough corally faded red inks yet? Never. Never enough corally faded red inks. Kitty Inkpot. I believe this is season 2, but don't quote me. A certain soft candy. Am I in frame? That is a good freaking question. Yes, I am. Yay! Take the win. Goes back in its box. Wash the pen. And I'm going to zoom out in a moment after I finish cleaning the nib. Zoom out and see if we can capture all of the inky goodness at once. So let's do that. Zoom back in. That should do it. So granted, these guys are, that one's still wet, and these guys are still wet. But you can really see I've got 2 similar inks here, the Endless Summer Hydrangeas and the Enki. But Enki is a lighter blue base, whereas Endless Summer Hydrangeas is much more of a blurple base. Blurple being blue-purple, and me being too lazy to say blue-purple. Early Spring is registering on the page in natural daylight as a pale, pale pink, but it's also registering, I think, through the camera as more gray. Miscanthus Hills is a straight up gold, pale gold, like an old gold. Autumn Morning is a straight up orange. Starwave Meadow looks a bit messy. I think it's got slightly larger particulate size in the shimmer. And let me grab a pointer. Whereas with these guys, these two, the particulate matter, the shimmer is evenly dispersed across the swatch. And up here, we see it in the thicker areas, but attractively dispersed. Here, it is kind of weirdly dispersed. So I'm not sure what's going on with the shimmer in the Journalize ink. It's like the shimmer goes down and then immediately sinks down to the paper and doesn't move as the liquid moves. Because here, with the Enki, you can see the thicker wet section, and that is going to be filled with shimmer because the shimmer moves with the moisture. It's like in this sample, in the Starwave Meadow sample, it's like the shimmer went plop down to the bottom of the page and just stayed there, and it didn't matter what was happening with the liquid. So we'll see. Daddy-Long-Legs looks fantastic, and I love having coordinating washi. Now, I'm not a washi taped kind of girl. I have a large collection of it, gave it to my niece, have a few more now because Wearingeul made matching washi. So when I use an ink with that I have matching washi for, I will pull the washi and will use it in my journal. So that is really pretty pink. And then my standard ink, or shader, it's really a shader, is a certain soft candy, which kind of makes me happy. I like that name, a certain soft candy. That whole line from, I believe it's season 2, is a certain this, a certain that. There's a certain yam. I have a swatch of that. You'll see that when I do the swatch video. There's a certain letter. I have that in a bottle, and I have a certain love story in a bottle as well. So yeah, that's some inks. Some ink swatches that I got from so-and-so, and I hope I remembered to put the unboxing on this video so that you can see the box of ink that arrived in all its gloriousness. And yes, some of the ink bottles are not represented on this page of swatching, but like I said, you've seen them before on one of my other videos, or you've seen them elsewhere because they have been around for a few years and are easy to get hold of. So thank you for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed this varied selection of color, more varied than I usually go. And yeah, go home, play with your color, enjoy your inks, use them. Don't let them sit on in a bottle on a shelf. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.